Good afternoon to all the students. Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, I think I should start. Okay, So this is the first time of the, not to say the first time lah, is the face-to-face exam after the 2 years MCO. Okay, believe some of you are in your final year to be graduated in this semester. So I hope you all do well also, yeah. Okay. Any question, then you all can ask me when during my briefing also, or else you can ask at the end of the briefing lah. Okay. So I believe you all will know your time of exam, right? So morning paper, it will start at 9 a.m. Afternoon paper, 2 p.m. except Friday. Friday will start at 2:30 p.m. And then evening paper will start at 6:30 p.m. But this semester, we do not have any evening paper, yeah? Okay, then student may enter the exam venue for block B 10 to 15 minutes before the commencement of the exam. Block D will be 20 minutes before the commencement of the exam. And for the new students, I think all of you also consider new except those bachelor degree graduating students. So for your first paper, I advise you all to come earlier because you need to fill up the attendance form, the cover of the answer booklet, all those things. You might need time. We might need to guide you all a bit on the how to fill up the form. I believe some of your lecturers already explained to you all, right, how to fill up the form, attendance slip, and this cover of the answer booklet. So some of you might know already lah. Okay, basically students, you are not allowed to enter the exam venue if you are late for 30 minutes. For example, the exam starts at 9 a.m. At 9:30 sharp, we will close the door. Those who late are unable to enter the exam venue lah. Okay. You're also not allowed to leave the exam venue within the first 30 minutes of when the exam start. For example, exam start at 9 o'clock, at 9 a.m. Then 9 to 9:30 a.m. you cannot leave the exam venue. And also, before the 30 minutes before the end of the exam, you also cannot leave the exam venue. So if let's say you finish earlier your paper, you only can leave like after 9:30 a.m. for the morning paper. And then if your paper is a 2 hours paper, then the last time you can leave the venue is 10:30 a.m. Okay. After that, you have to stay until the finish of the duration of the exam. Then only you can leave the room. So this one, report lab for exam. Any questions? No, okay. No, I continues. Okay, let's look at this one, the SOP for preventing the transmission of the COVID-19. Okay. Sorry, cannot click. Have you read this one from your intranet? Yes, Only one say yes. Okay, two. Okay, basically, student have to comply with the SOP set by our government. You can see the first point set by this Ministry of Health, Ministry of Higher Education, and National Security Council. Okay, so what is the student responsibility? You have to wear the mask. Wait, let me enlarge. Okay, you have to wear the mask at all time. You only remove when we requested you for some identification purpose. Or when you want to drink water, then you can remove the mask, or else you have to wear your mask for the whole duration during your exam. Okay. Of course, you have to scan the My Sejahtera, the QR code that we will place at this exam venue. And you have to maintain at least 1 meter distance from the others, and then avoid the crowded places and close conversation. Okay. And then the next is use the water and hand sanitizer to clean or sanitize the hand. Okay, don't have to maintain the social distancing, and then avoid gathering in the groups, especially after the exam. Some of you will take down your mask, and then very exciting and in discussing your answer, all gather together. But this one also avoiding, as we all know that all of us are worried about being affected by the COVID-19, or else some of you cannot be graduated. So please follow the SOP, yeah? Okay, this one. What are students that are not allowed to take the final exam? If you are tested positive, you are cross contact, and then you have some symptom like fever, cough, running nose, sore throat, and so on. And then you are under home isolation display in your My Sejahtera apps. And then you have done the swab test, but the result is not yet out. And then you also haven't completed the quarantine period. Okay, because we have to check your My Sejahtera the status. So all this having all this indication, one unable to take the exam. Okay, so only healthy students are allowed to take the exam, as well as the staff, the invigilator. Only healthy invigilator are allowed to invigilate. Okay, so you no need to worry about this one. This one, COVID one, any questions? I still got one page. Sorry, still got one page. Okay, so if student during that day you cannot take the exam, you can apply for this extenuating mitigating circumstances. If you apply this one within 48 hours, that means if your paper is on Monday, so the latest by Tuesday you have to send in the application. You can download the form from your student intranet. Once it is approved, then your result will be changed to I indicator. That means it won't affect your CGPA, so as it won't affect your PTPTN loan because your CGPA is not affected. Okay, then you have to email to the Sabah email, the last one, the purple one, purple color one. And then you have to take the replacement exam in the future when the course is offered or available. Any questions? No questions. So you don't want to ask me whether required to take the replacement exam need to pay or not now. You're not concerned about that one, right? Okay. Yeah, need to pay or not? Okay, for the COVID-19 one, okay, the thing is, once you register for the receipt, you have to pay for the RM 95 ringgit first, because the exam profile need the payment status to be captured. So after you pay, then we will ask the bursary to process the refund to you. So is it clear? Pay first, after that we'll refund. Okay, thank you. So we continue, yeah. Okay, this one is what I just said just now, is compulsory for all the students to wear the mask. So if possible, you can wear double mask, or then those like N95 one also okay. And then you only can take off your mask temporarily when you want to drink the water, or when the invigilator wants you to take down your mask for some identity verification purpose. Okay. And then what are the documents required for the exam? Exam authorization slip, I believe all of you can print your exam authorization slip now. Is it? And then the exam authorization slip has to be printed on the clear white paper. Okay, no color. Also, you cannot write any notes on the exam authorization slip. No handwriting one. Okay. After that, you have to bring your student ID card, and you have to bring stationeries, of course, but you cannot bring in any pencil case. The stationery previously, we have the student came in the exam, then they didn't bring any stationery. Okay, so this time the exam, you cannot bring in any electronic devices to answer the questions. You have to use the pen to write on the answer booklet. This one clear or not? Because I received some feedback from the lecturer saying that their students don't know they have to use pen to write the answer on answer booklet. They thought that they can bring in their laptop or any electronic devices to answer the question. No. So you must use your pen with handwriting to write on the answer booklet. Clear? Clear. Okay, good. And then the last one is with the proper attire. Okay, I believe 2 years, some of you 2 years not being in to the campus. When you came to the campus, I can see a lot of pattern punya attire. Yeah, some wearing short and legging, some wearing slipper, a lot. But then you cannot, if you wearing, you are in that kind of attire, we can refuse to let you inside the exam venue. Then you cannot sit for your paper unless you go to change, and then you have to come back within the first 30 minutes. Okay, so Mr. Harold, do you want to say something about the proper attire?
Okay, hi students. I believe I already sent WhatsApp to all the groups, the students group. So I think all of you already received it, right? Have you received the examination attire rules and regulation? So basically, okay, basically you are not allowed to highlight your hair or color your hair. If dark brown, no problem. If it's no highlight lah, as long as no highlight should be okay. And if it's a bit dark brown or brown, you can it's allowed, but you should tidy it up. And then our students should wear collared shirt or t-shirt with sleeves and pants or jeans or skirt, but no torn attire is allowed. You cannot wear torn jeans or especially jeans lah. Okay, no shorts. Shirts, except Hawaiian style, should be tucked in. Shorts totally are not allowed. Female students should dress appropriately. Okay, not revealing. No mini skirts, no dresses, no high slits or low neck, bare back. All those cannot. And then, especially for footwear, you are only allowed you footwear, no sandals. Shoes and sandals can be worn, but slippers are not allowed. Okay. Is baju kurung allowed? Yes, can, no problem. Baju kurung is allowed. Okay. So we will send WhatsApp again one more time, one or two times before the exam. I hope you check your class WhatsApp group. We will send again the examination attire rules and regulation. Okay. Any question regarding rule attire for exams? Like Ms. Lim mentioned, if you do not follow the rules, we can reject you from entering. Okay, until you wear the proper attire. If no question, then I pass back to Ms. Lim.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Harold.
Welcome.
Okay, for the footwear, the ones, as long as you can see your feet one, we won't allow you. For example, those female students wearing the sandal, then we can see your feet. The one we also might reject you. So you better wear the shoes. Okay. Melvin Huang, you are asking, no student ID card. can we use IC? First of all, I would like to ask why you do not have student ID card. Melvin? Adam also? Did you all send in the application while you're student intranet? You sent it, but you haven't received your card. When did you send it? Before 10th of April or after 10th of April? The photo get rejected. So did you approach her why your photo being rejected? Okay, never mind. Okay, because recently, if you check your student intranet, there is a notice released on the 18th of April, yeah, only from the 18th of April, the exam department has released a notice saying that you can use your student ID or IC or driving license with the photos ones, then you allowed to enter the exam venue. This time, because we can see that a lot of photo is not up to the standard, then we rejected the student ID application. So we allow you to use your IC. Okay, so maybe if you are using your IC, if your photo is still the 12 years old punya, did you renew your photos IC ga? If not, your photo is too young punya kan, then we might need you to take down your mask for verification purpose lah. Okay. So Adam and Mervin, you're okay with it? Okay, thank you. And then another question. Before we go into the exam hall, do we need to leave our phone in our bag? Because this time we have to check your My Sejahtera code. When you go to later, I will explain to you. So you have to bring your handphone together with you. Later, so I continue first, yeah. Okay, this one is the documents that we need to check. Your student ID card or IC or driving license, and then your exam authorization slip, and then My Sejahtera status of students on mobile phone. So you have to bring in your handphone, a mobile phone. You cannot leave it in your bag, or else you have to run here and there just to take your mobile phone. Okay. So if you, after we enter the exam hall, exam venue, after we check all the things, you have to immediately switch off your handphone without any memo alarm. You have to remember to off your memo or alarm. And then your handphone have to be put face down under the chair. Okay, if in the midst of the exam it emit any sound from your handphone, then we will catch you for cheating, and then your handphone might be confiscated for few months. Is it clear? Confiscate means we will temporarily go and keep your handphone, okay, until the duration finish, then only we will return you the handphone. So please, off your alarm, and then ask your parents not to call you during your exam. Provide your exam slip to your parents so that they won't accidentally call you during your exam. Because previously we have the cases the parents call the student during exam, and the student treated as the cheating case, and then we have to confiscate their handphone. This one no arguing. Once your handphone emit any sound, even though you go and put silent mode, if it is vibrate and then we can heard the sound emitting from your handphone, we will confiscate your handphone as well. So straight off means totally off, not in silent mode, not in vibration mode. Okay? Okay, then I continues, yeah. Okay. These are the things, okay, you see. You cannot bring in unauthorized books or documents or notes or pencil case into the venue, okay. Previously, we have one student set for this English language exam. Can I ask you all, someone, during the English exam, can you bring in dictionary? Anyone can answer me? No. Parent, no. No, Bernard, no. Okay, thank you very much. It is no. But I don't know why previously got one student during the English exam, she bring in the dictionary. And then luckily is that time the exam is yet to start. So we confiscate her dictionary. If the exam already started and in the midst of the exam, we spotted the student go and check the dictionary, then we will consider him as cheating case. Okay, so you all must remember, you only can bring in the paper is only the exam authorization slip. Okay, the rest are the documents like your IC, your handphone for the verification purpose, and some might need to bring in the calculator. Calculator without casing. Okay, if you bring a casing, then your casing have to put somewhere outside the room, cannot bring in. No casing with the calculator, yeah? Okay. The next one will be authorization slip must be print on the clear white paper, no color paper, and then clear white paper, and you do not have any handwriting on your authorization slip. Okay, cheating is a very serious offense. You can be expelled from the college. That means if your cheating is considered a serious level, then we might ask you to leave the program of study. It happened before. Don't think that it won't happen. Yeah. And then the handphone must be placed it on the floor under your chair. Okay. And then I know your long time didn't meet your classmate, a lot of story to tell, but once you enter the exam hall, no communication. You also cannot borrow any stationery from your friends. If you encounter any issue like your pen has no ink whatsoever, you have to raise up your hand and ask the invigilator for assistance. Okay. For the answer booklet, you cannot tear out any pages from the answer book. Okay. If you do so, then we also will treat you as a cheating. Yeah. Are we allowed to use or write on blank page of the exam paper? Yeah, exam paper is yours one, so you can write anything on the exam paper. Okay, we continues. Okay, this is the upper part is your exam authorization slip, right? And then the bottom part will be the attendance slip that you're going to fill up during the exam. Okay, we look at the right hand side, yeah. Can you see the seat number there? Seat number will be placed on the right hand corner of your table. So once you enter the exam hall, you can see the seat number, then you fill up there. So index number, for the one you look at your authorization slip, the right hand side, there is one index number start with S12007BDAC. The one you copy to the box there in figures. Got one box at the bottom there, got write down is in figures. So you copy down the information there. And then beside that, there is a one line for you to say in words. So you have to translate it into words. For example, S you copy, 1 you translate to O-N-E, 1. 0 is Z-E-R-O, Z-E-R-O, something like that. Okay? Paper exam mean you can check from your exam authorization slip will be the course that you're going to exam, and then what is the date of the examination and what is the time of the exam. And then you have to sign on the attendance slip. Then the invigilator will collect the exam slip from you, and then they will check with your student ID and exam slip. Okay, so remember, once you enter the hall, only stationery, your student ID, and the exam slip are on the table. The rest have to be placed under the chair. Okay. So this one will be your answer booklet. Okay. There are 5 colors of answer booklet. So your sitting will be based on the color of the answer booklet. So the information will be right on the whiteboard. So you have to check the whiteboard. For example, your course is BBBD 3043. Answer booklet is white. Then you have to look for the table having the white answer booklet. Then only you sit there. Okay. This is the cover page of the answer booklet. Once you enter the exam hall, then you have to fill up the upper part of the information. Okay. And then the bottom part, that one you can see is about the question number. After you finish answering all the question number, then only you fill up the part. Okay. Another one, this is an open page of your answer booklet. So you see the blank pages are no line one, is for your rough notes only. Whatsoever information or any words you write it here, marks will not be awarded. Okay. You only can answer on the page that having the line. Okay. And then don't over the line. There are 2 lines, then don't over the line, or else marks also will not be awarded. Okay, so read the answer booklet carefully once you enter the hall. This one, any questions? If you want additional answer booklet, you can raise up your hand to ask from the invigilator. And then you answer when you do your answer, yes, you can bring in the liquid paper or correction pen. So when you answer, you do not necessarily to follow the sequence. For example, question 1, 2, 3, 4, not necessary. As long as maybe some of you think that I want to answer question number 2 first, then you can answer question number 2 first. And then you remember to write the question number on the top. There is a 1 column for you to write your question number. Okay. Okay, those who want to go to the washroom, you have to raise up your hand to get the permissions from the invigilator. Then after that, you have to fill up a form. Then after that, the invigilator will guide you to accompany you to the washroom. And then within the first 30 minutes, when the exam start, for example, 9 a.m. exam start, 9 to 9:30, you are not allowed to go to the washroom, as well as before the end of the exam, 30 minutes before the end of the exam, you are not allowed to go to the washroom. And 1 hour paper, some of you having 1 hour paper, the 1 hour paper cannot go to the exam toilet as well. Okay, so the invigilator might perform random body check, ask you to empty your pocket, take off your shoes, your socks, all those things. But of course, won't ask you to take off your clothing lah. And then you cannot wear jacket to the toilet. You have to take off your jacket. And then one time, one venue only allowed 1 candidate to go to the toilet. Okay. So students, you have to read this document before you go for an exam. These documents are available in your student intranet. Those exam rules and regulation, and then the SOP for preventing the transmission of COVID-19. For 9 a.m. to if we got toilet at 7, 10:27. Oh no, as long as you went out before 10:30, then you can come back after 10:30 as well. But you don't take so long time in the toilet lah. What you want to do in the toilet? Don't take too long time, or else you have not enough time for you to answer the questions. Okay, all the corridor to the toilet one, we already, if you can see, we already equipped with the CCTV. Okay, and then we also will check on the toilet report. If you are taking too long times to the toilet, we will see average how many minutes people should go for a toilet. Of course, if you went to a toilet for like half an hour, 20 minutes, it will be too long. Then we will be investigate your case, yeah. Okay, Smudge Watch, if you want to wear the Smudge Watch, you have to take it off and place it under the chair. And then if your smartwatch will emit any sound, then we also will catch you for cheating. Can you off your smartwatch? Can off one ga? Can gun? So make sure no sound emitting during the exam. Can we leave early once we finish the paper? Yes, but exam start before the one the 30 minutes after the exam start and 30 minutes towards the end of the exam, you cannot leave the hall. Yeah, we will use the laptop to project the time so that you all can use that time to time for your as a timing for you to answer the questions. Yeah, we will project the time from this laptop, yeah. So that is considered as digital clock. Do we allow to bring along with the car key? Yes, or have to place it under the chair. Also together with your wallet or your purse, and not purse, purse is very big one. Those wallet, you also have to put it under the chair. You can put your bag. I think the library having a lot of the pigeonhole, or we will open the student center. That means the room above the D1 exam hall for you to put your bag. But all put at your own risk, yeah. If you having any valuable thing inside your bag, then if it is lost, then we are not going to take any responsibility. So if you have any valuable thing, my suggestions is you go and rent this the box from the library. I think it's only 50 cents for 1 hour or half an hour. A locker inside the library. Can I bring my parents along? Why have to bring your parents, Nathaniel? You mean bring your parents together with you inside the exam venue? 3 hours parents wedding? Okay, if you want to bring your parents only can be in the canteen there. Okay, they cannot go to the exam venue outside to pick you or whatsoever to visit you, cannot or give you some water, food also cannot. You're asking funny question. This is not funny. Later the rest of thought that can bring the parents, everyone bring the parents. You can put your bag outside the classroom, but then if any raining, then your classroom is not being shattered one, then your bag will be all wet lah. So that one put at your own risk also. Yeah, for students, if you think that you might need a jacket, you better bring the jacket, because if you think that the temperature is too low, you want us to higher a temperature, but then the rest of the student might feel hot, then we won't do that. Okay, please bring your jacket. Make sure your jacket didn't put in any unauthorized note. We might ask you to empty the pocket when you bring in the jacket. We might check on it, yeah. No. You have to wait for the invigilator to arrive before you can go in, because we have to check your documents. And then if the invigilator haven't put the answer booklet on the table, you also won't know that which seat you are going to sit. Because it's not only one paper in one venue. Maybe there will be 4 or 5 papers together. Some venue might have 4 or 5 papers together. Okay, for those students taking exam at the hall D1, dock D1, because the toilets is attached inside the exam venue. So, for example, you are allowed to go in 20 minutes before the exam. For example, 9 o'clock exam, you went in by 8:40. When you went in that time, you are not allowed to go to the washroom. Okay, you have to go to the washroom before you enter the exam hall. If you bring your thermos bottle, where do you want to put? Cannot put on the table, yeah? 3. Your bottle, this thermos bottle only can put under the chair. Not besides your table, not besides your chair, under your chair. Yeah, once you enter the hall, let's say you forgot anything, you cannot go out to take. For example, a lot of students saying what forgot to bring the correction pen, ruler, calculator, then we are not allow you to go out anymore once you enter the hall. So make sure you bring in any necessary. Different color booklet. Different color booklet. Okay. For the color booklet, you have to sit according to the color of the booklet. So the information of this, which paper is belongs to what color, we put on the notice board. So once you enter the hall, you have to check on the notice board before you go to take the seat. Okay. Yes, Nathaniel. As long as the color booklet is placed on the table, then you can sit on it. Sit according to the answer booklet. Yeah. Boon Kian Xiong, your question, the one is what? Xiao Gui, the one, what does it mean? Oh, okay. If the table is unstable, what can we do? Is it you encounter a lot of table unstable? Normally, if the color is unstable, we will provide you the newspaper to put under the table so that it will be more stable. This is the only things that we can do. Okay. And then what documents need to bring to prepare? Your student ID or IC, exam authorization slip, My Sejahtera QR code, and we have to check your My Sejahtera status. Okay. Oh, okay, Woon Kian Xiong, okay, noted. Any more questions? What time do we need to arrive before exam start? Means 20 minutes. Jajuna, the one 20 minutes will be for the one having exam in D1 at this D1, the block D, the dock. For those block B for boy one, you can enter the exam venue is 10 to 15 minutes before the exam start. So it depends on the announcement of the invigilator. Once the invigilator invite the candidates to go in, then you can go in already. You don't need to print out. We have to see your My Sejahtera. So you have to show on the phone. That's why you have to on your phone and to show us your My Sejahtera. After that, you have to off it once you inside the hall. Okay, students before this today briefing done previously, we have one back to campus briefing. I think a lot of students are worried about if being affected by the COVID-19. How is it? So my suggestion is, since now 29 this Friday will be exam, can you all please take care of yourself and then doing some like necessary quarantine of yourself, not to be too close with the others or even your family member, because as we can see, all those being tested positive is not affected from the campus, is from the family members. In order for you to sit for an exam and can be graduate on time, so you yourself have to do some protections things, okay? And then if possible, don't go outside, don't dine in outside until you finish your last paper. Okay, this is the preventions for you not to be affected by this COVID-19. Any more questions? You cannot put the laptop under your chair. You are not allowed to bring in your laptop. Those electronic devices are not allowed to bring in. If you know there is an exam, don't bring your laptop with you. If you bring, you go and rent the locker in the library. Make sure you lock your laptop. Or else if your laptop lost, then we are not going to take any responsibility. Yes, you can close it up if you want to cancel. And then for your information, previously we ever have student lost the handphone. So you please take care of your valuable belongings. It's not mean, the table is not meant for a specific student, but for specific subject. Yeah. Yes, you can bring in your own sanitized spray. But then student, you have to, I think you have to wear your attire with some pocket or how, because you see you have to bring in your exam slip, your stationery, your ID card, your your mobile phone for My Sejahtera one, and then you have to bring in your sanitized spray or tissue paper whatsoever. But you cannot bring in any bags, stationery, the pencil case, even transparent plastic bag also not allowed. If you don't have any symptom, we won't request your self-test. Unless you have any symptom, then you have to take the photo, and then your self-test kit must have the date and your name. Then we will check on it. And then after every exam, actually, we will sanitize the place also, so that everyone is safe from the COVID. Yeah, we will sanitize after every exam. Okay, but you still can bring in your sanitized spray lah. Any more questions? Okay. If you're really unlucky being affected, you have to apply for the EMC. Okay, the eye indicator. The form you have to download from your student intranet. So first, you need to pay first is because the exam profile need your payment status to be captured. So you need to pay first. Later on, then we will process to refund you the receipt fees. You want to sanitize during the exam? You sanitize your own place and the chair only ma. Then you sanitize before the exam start. Why on the halfway you want to sanitize? Either yourself bring in any virus or else kan during and in the mid of the exam, I don't think you have any means to sanitize. Am I right, Nathaniel? Yeah. Yes, can bring your tissue paper. And then, yeah, I encourage you all to bring tissue paper lah, because if unfortunately so unlucky that you having stomach ache, you want to go to a toilet, if no toilet paper provided, then we'll be very embarrassed and don't know what to do. You do not need to follow the seat number in your authorization slip because the one is for arrangement purpose. You have to sit according to the color of the answer booklet. You want to bring in the minyak kappa. Are you addicted to it or how? Because if you put the minyak kappa, some of them cannot tahan the smell gun, then it will be difficult. And then it's inside the aircon room, the smell will be circulated. Like if you are in B014, so small punya room, you put the minyak kappa. If you really need it, then you can bring lah. But if not necessarily, please don't put it on now because yeah, try not to put on. But if you really have to, then we won't like stop you for not putting it on lah. The same also minyak angin also. If there is some smell one gun, I think some of it cannot tahan lah. But if you're like feel you uncomfortable, you really want to put it on, we also will let you put it on. So you see, you all want to bring in minyak kappa, minyak angin again. You want to bring in tissue. You want to bring in sanitized spray. A lot of things you all want to put in. Then your clothes or your shirt or your pants must have a lot of pockets. Or else how to put all those things. And then we may ask you to empty your pocket also. Don't think that you wear a lot of pocket one, then you can put in a lot of things. Okay, students. Small folder also cannot or Jajun. That's why I ever ask, even transparent plastic bag, they also not allowed. So if those ruler, you bought the new one, there is a plastic bag, please take it off, yeah. Yes, Kelvin, if your phone vibrate, then consider as cheating. So you have to off your your mobile phone, free of the alarm, free of the reminder, all those things, yeah. The handphone, the one is a very difficult task to handling because previously we ever having students no matter how many times we remind them to off the handphone with no alarm, with no reminder, still the handphone will ring during the exam. Yitong cannot put your authorization slip in transparent folder. No transparent folder can bring in. You can put the transparent folder in your bags, but not into the exam venue. Can? If no, any more questions? Okay. Another thing, student, you may check your coursework mark is on the Friday of week 16. Week 16. Okay. So please check your coursework mark. If any discrepancy, then you have to immediately check with us. If yes, you can follow these are exam slip. As long as the information can read, then it's okay. And then you yourself also have to refer to the exam slip. Okay, if nothing, then we will end the briefing session here. Thank you very much, everyone, for the attendance. And then wish you good luck in your exam. All the best, especially for those graduating students. Take care, everyone. Don't go out if it is not necessary. Yeah, about the student attires or the hair color, if you have anything, then you can ask Mr. Harold for advice. If you want to double confirm whether you can go in the hall or what, then you can look for Mr. Harold, for those student attire. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can leave now. Must black hair not necessarily. It depends on if your hair color is darker, dark one, then it's okay. So you check with Mr. Harold, cannot wear hat. We'll ask you to take off your hat. As long as not highlighted. Yeah, Mr. Harold said as long as not highlighted should be okay. Yeah, thank you everyone.